You're now listening to This Is Us with the Costa Group.
Today at the Costa Group, we're going to talk about Purchase Plus improvements, renovations, and dealing with rate whores. All right, today at the Costa Group, we're going to be talking about, isn't this the best topic, Glenn? Dealing with the rate whores and the, I guess per se, so I can be politically correct on this, the discounted brokerages out there that we have to compete with when it's rates, right? So perfect scenario. I'm going to throw out a scenario. Glenn, you're going to give me your thoughts. Serene, you're going to give me your thoughts. First scenario, I get a client calling me. Oh, this company, not naming any company, so I don't get sued. But this company is offering 20 basis points lower than what we're offering. Why can't you offer me this rate? So, Glenn, let's get your thoughts. I'm gonna get everybody's thoughts, and then I'm gonna wrap up with what is actually going on with this whole discounted. I guess you'll call it the rate war. That's what they call it. Like in our industry, you would call it the rate war. So how do you deal with that, Glenn? Like when somebody's calling you on rates and they're saying, 20 bips cheaper when you're looking online, all I have to do is put my application online, blah, blah, blah. Like what are your thoughts on that?
Well, your online approval is totally different from your approval that you would get in office, and it's more of a realistic approach that we take. All in all, there are many people. This is the industry where people want to know rates. I think is the first question someone asks when they're going for a mortgage. Oh, what are your rates like? What's your variable? What's your fixed? Okay, well, we can offer this, but at the end of it, your situation could be totally something that's unexpected. So everybody's scenario is a little different. We got your typical A client. We got your B client. We got some clients who don't fit into any bracket.
Exactly.
And so all those rates are going to be a little different for everybody. It depends on your term. It could be 3 years. 3 years are going to be different than 5 years. 1 year is going to be a little bit more than 2 years, right? So, and on and on. So from my short term in the industry, I think that's the most common question. That is usually what everybody wants to know. They compare you to the big banks, which is a total different product than what we offer. And they only kind of target one specific client for the most part.
A plus. Let's not forget that, right? So you fit in this box. This is the box, and you fit in it, right? So let's touch on that. So 20 bips cheaper, blah blah blah. So that 20 bips cheaper is 100% your triple A client with salary, with hourly, and guaranteed hours. You have to have a minimum of 720 beacon score. You have to, the list goes on and on and on and on. Your prepayment privileges get taken away. What people don't understand, you go to these brokerages right up front. They're like, okay, we can offer you, let's say per se today, 354. If you walk into my door, I'm going to get you the 364, and that's telling me, that's a pretty damn good rate, right? But 10 bips. Well, let's look at the difference on that 10 bips. You're going to get me facilitating absolutely from A to Z. Like I'm going to facilitate from taking that application to negotiating with the, underwriter, to controlling that appraiser, to controlling everything right up to the day that it closes. So there's no damage control, right? Or there's no damage. I'm controlling damage at all times, right? Because people seem to think, I'm just going to walk into the Costa Group. I'm just going to get my mortgage. There's more behind the scenes when it comes to damage control. So if your house is on fire, do you want a plumber to come turn off your, to stop that fire? No, you don't. You want a firefighter. So we're talking about, these discount brokerages to me are like plumbers. They're not mortgage brokers. They don't know what they're, for me, it's like if you're discounting your service that bad, why? Right? Because you want the volume. So you're not giving 100% service to that client. And this is what I teach the agents here. We're not going to discount. We're not a discounted brokerage. I had Aaron sit here on Monday, and he sat with me and he said, should I do it, Carm? Should I do it? And I looked at him and I said, do you want to be that discount person? Because if you become that discount person, you become bitter and you want to do half the service for that client. And we don't want to be that person. You know what I mean? So, if you're looking for a rate, if you're trying to shop for a rate, then maybe this isn't the place you're calling, right? Because we offer 100% service And we actually do give you a good rate, right? So that's like, that was my example, like with Aaron on Monday, right, Glenn? You sat here, right? You're like a fixture here, eh?
For the most part, I hear everything.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Do you see the struggle that Aaron had? That makes me happy. Makes me happy to know that my agent struggles to discount that rate.
Yeah, totally.
Because he knows his service. Like, and I sat there and I, as much as he asked, I was proud. I don't think I cried, but I was proud, right? I didn't have the tears.
You're not a big crier.
No. So, but I was proud of him. I was proud that he did not discount that rate. So kudos to Aaron for not doing that. For all the, it's funny, we call them rate whores. So that's what we do call you when you're shopping for rates. We call you rate whore. So for all the rate whores out there, if you're looking for a straight rate, then that's fine. This isn't probably the place for you. If you're looking for damage control, if you're looking for a smooth transaction for your refinance, your purchase, all that stuff, then this is the place for you. Because if things go wrong, you won't know. You won't, right?
No, you won't. We take care of it all for you. We're in the process from A to Z. We deal with the grunt of the situation from the best of the situation. And when it's all said and done is usually a satisfied client in the end. So we can probably get many referrals from clients and some great feedback from our level of service. So, and we still are competitive, very competitive in the rate industry.
I know, like the 5 bips. Like, can you give me a cheaper rate, 5 bips? I'd be embarrassed, like as a customer, and I'm not knocking any customer out there, but I personally, my character, I guess, I would be embarrassed to say, can you give me 5 bips cheaper when you want 100% service, right? Most
people don't understand the difference. I just think they want to save a little bit of money. Yes, everybody wants to save some money at the end.
But let's talk about the saving money. Some banks compound semi-monthly. Some banks compound semi-annually. So do they even know what the APR is, right? Sometimes you need to sit down with the broker and figure out, is it actually the cheapest rate out there that you're getting? That's the question, right? So, that's a front end, rate. What about the back end, the APR, annual percentage rate? Are you actually looking at what it's costing you for this, this mortgage?
A lot of times there's little things in writing that people don't see. They see the big number and they don't see the bottom of it, right? And usually when they go in and make that appointment, it's a total different story.
Yeah, but don't we have that problem too that we've seen often in where the client is offered a certain rate, and then 2 weeks before closure, or even a week, then
the one we got, the client got burned on. So that's called the ARM product. With the ARM product, you're not allowed. So you can get the cheapest rate out there, but you're not allowed to refi or transfer that mortgage until it's finished. Right, so you're not allowed the full 5 years unless you sell the property, and on top of that, you're going to pay a huge penalty. There's one lender out there. I'm not naming any names. It's one of the top banks, the Blue Bank. But anyways, they turned around and they basically they will not let you break their term, and they won't even let you refinance your term, right, with them. So. They say now they make exceptions, which is awesome. It's awesome that they're doing those exceptions. But, if a client wants to switch out, it's not going to happen. But it's in your terms. They're not misleading you. It's in your terms. You're not reading your terms. So that's the thing. It's not all about rate, Glenn. It's about your terms, your conditions. Read them. That's all we're stressing.
And most people don't want to read all those
I just want to emphasize, I don't even read my terms and conditions. That's Surveillance job to do.
Right? And it's not that easy.
I am like the worst when it comes to that. I'd probably be the one getting tied up into a mortgage. Well, not a mortgage, but anything else.
Can you put that in point form for me, please?
Yeah. I'm not getting this.
Quick notes.
So, Zervain, let's talk about, altogether the purchase plus improvements. What are your thoughts on that?
Purchase plus improvements. Well, if you have a home that needs some care, purchase plus improvement, you can use that money to pretty much better your home, add value to it.
For sure.
And lenders want to see that. When they see that you want to do that for your home, they're more easy to lend you that money to let you borrow it. So I say it's one tool that a lot of people don't use, and it's there. It's there for you to take advantage of. But once again, it depends to where you go to get your mortgage. You know, are they actually talking to you about that? Do they know you? Do they know what you need?
Do they give you the options, right?
Yeah.
Are they giving you the options for purchase plus improvements, right? Like this will be on your purchase side, right? When you're going into a house and you're like, because right now everybody's picky on homes. Like, let's be realistic. Houses are staying on the market. They're not shifting a lot.
Yeah, you're looking at the older homes. Their values are huge. I mean, you're looking at $600,000 for a small 2-bedroom home, and so a new couple who is recently married, they want to get into this house. They're obviously going to renovate it, most likely, because it's got to be updated for them to want, especially for the wife. That kitchen's got to be updated.
That's what I'm saying.
Bedroom's
it's the
got to
kitchen,
fit,
right?
Yeah.
It's that kitchen, and everybody says every time we've done it, I think 80% of our purchase plus improvements have been the kitchen, right? Because
what about the basement? Don't forget the basement.
Yeah, there's the basement factor.
You'll get your 10 percentile on that, but you're right. Like it is the kitchen though.
The women spend a lot of time in the kitchen. That's what they want done.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, more like nowadays,
It's
it's not even 50-50. I think it's 70-30 men versus women.
You got something. Honestly.
Hey, you'll be
that
lucky
is
to
not
find,
endorsed by the Costa Group. That is solely Glenn Silva.
You'll be lucky to find that special lady that'll cook more than 50% of the time. Let's get real.
Yeah, no, that's not. I'm not saying anything. I'm not endorsing this whatsoever. But no, and like on a serious note though, like the purchase plus improvements, you have the options. You know, if you're going through a house, you like the house, you know, a couple of things about the house, you can renovate it. So come to a mortgage broker that knows what they're saying, right? We've got this on our website. You know, look it up. All of the banks have information on the purchase plus improvements. I'm not telling you to go to your bank. I'm telling you to read up on it, right? Or you can contact us and let us know if that's, you know, something you're interested in. We can provide so many scenarios for you. For all the real estate agents out there that are not pushing any of their listings off, you can sell this into and tie it into your open houses on Sunday. I won't be at your open house on Sunday because Sunday is my day off. But Glenn will be at your open house.
I may be. You know, I have 2 young kids as well. But just to touch on the Purchase Plus, you can put us down as little as 5% on these on the full value of the home plus reno, and you know the funds get released when the rental's done. So you gotta get an appraisal when the lender's done, right? So that's something I know. Up to a max of 20%, which, correct me if I'm wrong, it's or a max dollar amount of 40,000.
It's 40, yeah.
40,000 is
it's 40.
The
look
max
at this
dollar
disclaimer.
value
This guy's awesome.
on the Purchase Plus improvements. So just a little tidbit to add to it. So as little as 5%, it's not much for people who are wanting to purchase that house that's a little bit out of their element.
For sure.
So if it's a little on the pricey side, you add a little bit more value to it. In the end, you get reappraised, and your house can be up to worth more than $100,000 more at the end of it. So it's well worth the thought.
For sure. So Glenn, Zervain, this will be around your parte. Let's talk about the flood that happened yesterday in this office. So how did you feel about that? Getting that phone call last night, Zervain, there's a flood, and you're like, here's the CEO hat, you know, co-founder,
it's not
CEO, janitor, plumber.
It's not a good feeling, especially when you think you're gonna go in there and have to maybe purchase something.
Yeah,
that got damaged.
Yeah, we forgot about that. That he's like a Nazi when it comes to spending money.
Yeah, I do not want to spend money, so you guys know. And secondly, I'm gonna clean up because I gotta be in control of that. Otherwise, you never know what's gonna happen, right? And I guess that goes into when we get the lenders. They have this,
warranty. That's right.
The warranty
that
they
Good
offer.
Tie-in.
I know.
Good tie-ins, that was solid.
It's amazing because they
the
provide
1 year free
this
warranty.
1 year.
There's 2 lenders that do that. One in particular that's coming out of my, is First National. They do the 1 year free warranty. You know what, Zervain? That's good. And the rate, you know what? It ties into you're getting a good rate and you're getting that 1 year. We do not have warranty here at the Costa Group.
Because it's not our building.
It's not our building. However, we still have to cover our damage that happens here to our items.
Yeah.
So a lot of our promo stuff, even though you were happy to get rid of it and it was recycle day, he was trying to hand out everything on the street. If you were passing by the Costa Group this morning, you would have got a notepad.
A pen.
You would have got a pen.
Or a bundle of pens.
Or a bundle of pens because he was trying to hand it out to everybody. And people were like, I'll just take one. But you know what? It's an awesome experience. I know. When we were driving here, Zervain was dreading it. We tried to make it fun. It wasn't as bad. Glenn came in. He's like, I don't see no water. I'm like, because we cleaned it.
I had my canoe
2 hours later.
I had my canoe at the top of the stairs waiting to come in, but she told me, yeah, get ready for the flood when you walk in. I had the canoe, the paddles ready to go, my boots, my rain boots, everything.
Nah, it was
Where's
all
the flood?
done.
Nada.
All done. All done.
Okay, I'll go park the canoe.
You're welcome. All done.
You're welcome. The CEO of the Costa Group. He's now the janitor. He's the accountant. He's
Yeah.
everything.
It was fun. It was just
He
fun.
has to wear many hats.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does. He
yeah.
does. He does.
But
Yeah.
that's okay. That's
No,
what
no,
we're all
it's
about,
fine.
you know.
No, it's fine. It's you know what? It makes the job fun. It makes the job fun. That's all I can say. So it was good.
True
Glenn,
that.
it's Friday. It's Friday. You're excited. We've got 2 days off. Before we wrap this up, let me know your thoughts on Friday, man. You're pretty excited. After this, that's it. It's home time.
Yeah, Fridays are great. I always look forward to finishing off the week with a bang, and looking forward to spending some time with the family on
But
Saturday,
are we actually
Sunday.
off, though? As
We're
mortgage
never
broker?
actually off. My phone rang at friggin' 8:45 last night. Oh, I'm sorry, it's kind of late, but I'm contacting you. I said, yeah, it's okay. I'm still awake, no problem. So yeah, no, our phones never shut down. We're always
No.
we're always up and at 'em. Whether it's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock in the morning, we usually have to answer those phone calls. It's kind of what we do, and it's what we're there for our clients.
We're there
and-
for emergencies, like on the freeway, screaming. You know, like we're there to answer the calls, right?
We-
And we are, and it's like I'm gonna put my cape on and I'm gonna save this day, right? Because you go into quick action mode, right? And that's what we did. And that's what we do. And I say to you guys, try not to answer your phone. Try to spend time with your family, work life, family balance. But you know what? In this industry, as a mortgage broker, facilitating $500,000, $200,000, it does not matter. You are the one that they look for. You are the one that holds their hand through this process. So we're available, right? So yeah, we're excited. It's Friday. I am going to miss you guys for 2 days. But I still get to message you guys every day.
True.
Anyways, all right, we're going to wrap this segment up. Thank